Tanzania is on fire, and the world needs to pay attention. What was supposed to be a peaceful election has exploded into chaos, violent protests, internet blackouts, and a government crackdown that's shaking the nation to its core. President Samia Suluhu's ruling party claims victory, but the streets tell a different story. From Dar es Salaam to Dodoma, voices are rising, demanding truth, justice, and real democracy. Is Tanzania's democracy under siege, or is this the dawn of a new people's revolution? Stay tuned, because in this Afriscope TV exclusive, we uncover what really happened after the vote, why the military's patience is wearing thin, and how Tanzania's digital battlefield is redefining African politics. If you stand for freedom, hit like right now, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a story the mainstream media won't tell you. This is Afriscope TV, where Africa speaks for itself.
Several people have been injured in the confrontation after groups of protesters gathered along major highways to demand electoral reforms and free political activity. Protesters lit fires on roads, vandalized buses and caused extensive damage to bus terminals and other public infrastructure. Salaam's Regional Commissioner Alfred Chalamila warned that the government would take strong action against those disrupting peace in the city. Internet watchdog NetBlocks reported a nationwide disruption to internet connectivity in a statement on X. Reports say that voter turnout in Dar es Salaam was low when polls opened on Wednesday, with many hesitant to show up amid safety concerns. A police spokesperson assured the public there were no threats to their safety, saying people should come out and vote, according to a message posted on social media. More than 37 million registered voters are eligible to cast their ballots in the presidential and parliamentary election. 16 fringe parties, none of whom have historically had significant public support, have been cleared to contest against President Samia, who is seeking a second term. The only other serious contender, Luhaga Mpina of the ACT Wazalendo Party, was disqualified on legal technicalities. Samia's ruling party, the CCM, has dominated the country's politics and has never lost an election since independence. Ahead of the election, rights groups condemned government repression, with Amnesty International citing a wave of terror involving enforced disappearances, torture, and extrajudicial killings of opposition figures. The government rejected the claims, and officials say the election would be free and fair. Samia came into office in 2021 as Tanzania's first female president, following the death of President John Magufuli. She was initially praised for easing political repression under her predecessor, but the political space has since narrowed, with her government accused of targeting critics through arrests and a wave of abductions. The electoral body is expected to announce results in 3 days after voting ends.
We do have 2 people, a civilian and a police officer, were killed during election day demonstrations in Tanzania, with the state putting the city of Dar es Salaam under 6 p.m. curfew, following a tense election day marked by protest and unrest across many parts of the neighbor to the south. Dar es Salaam Special Zone Police Commander Jumanne Muliro did not specify, however, when the curfew is expected to be lifted. And as Stephen Leto tells us in the following report, Dar es Salaam Regional Commissioner Alfred Chalamila also said that the authorities will take stiff action against those who sought to disrupt the country's peace.
Tanzania's much-awaited election day was marred by violent protests in the capital Dar es Salaam and its environs, with more protests happening in various parts of the country, including at the Tanzania-Zambia border. Several people were injured in the confrontations after groups of protesters gathered along major highways to demand electoral reforms and oppose the ongoing polls that locked out key opposition figures Tundu Lissu of Chadema, who is detained, and Luhaga Mpina of the Wazalendo Party. Amnesty International cited reports that a member of the public and a police officer were killed during election day protests across Tanzania, saying such reports are deeply disturbing. Amnesty International going on to add that the risk of further escalation is high, and urging the police to exercise restraint and refrain from using unnecessary and excessive force against protesters. In Morogoro Road in Dar es Salaam, protesters lit fires on roads, vandalized buses, and caused extensive damage to bus terminals. They destroyed Samia Suluhu's campaign posters and other public infrastructure.
Sisi tumezaliwa katika nchi hii, hatuna nchi nyingine. Kwa hiyo ni kwamba tunapenda uhuru wa maoni, tunapenda kuzuia utekaji, tunapenda uhuru wa vyombo vya habari.
Nisha kwamba ili tupate uhuru lazima tutumie nguvu, basi tutatumia.
Tunaandamana kwa sababu uchaguzi si wa haki. Sababu tuliokuwa tunawataka kwanza hawapo. Wameweka watu wao.
Sijapigwa, lakini nimepigishwa magoti na familia yangu pasipo na sababu, na kosa silijui, lakini nimejitetea nikiwa ndani. Jamani, hapa pana amani, kaambia toka nje. Na kama msipotoka nje, tutawapigia mimoshi, mtoke na mabomu ya machozi.
Tupigwe risasi na wakati tunaandamana maandamano ya haki? Kwa nini tupigwe risasi? Kwa hicho kitu sisi tunapinga. Na hii issue haiishi leo wala kesho. Mpaka ikubalike.
Tanzania's government quickly imposed a curfew in Dar es Salaam from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in a bid to suppress the protest that risked running into the night as vote counting got underway.
Kuanzia leo tarehe 29 Oktoba mwaka 2025 saa 12 jioni wawe majumbani mwao. Hakuna mtu yoyote yule anayeruhusiwa kuonekana barabarani au kwenye mitaa yoyote ile kuanzia muda huo wa saa 12 niliyoutaja. Askari wa jeshi la polisi pamoja na vyombo vingine vya ulinzi na usalama ndio pekee watakuwa barabarani na katika mitaa ya jiji hilo kwa kazi maalum. Asanteni sana.
Suluhu administration had shut off the internet as voting got underway, but the protests reportedly occurred in most key regions of Tanzania. The internet shutdown paralyzing communication. Earlier in the day, President Samia Suluhu cast her vote, calling on Tanzanians to turn up in large numbers to cast their votes and maintain peace.
Nataka niseme kwamba nami tayari nimeshakamilisha zoezi hili, na niwaombe wa Tanzania wale ambao bado wako nyumbani wajitokeze.
Vote counting is underway with the election body expected to announce the winner once the exercise is concluded. It is unlikely that there will be a surprise result announced. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.
For those wondering why Tanzania wako maandamano, let me show you. This is how their presidential ballot box looks like. Unaiona, only one person mwenye hako hapo, Samia Hassan Suluhu. That is why wanaenda maandamano. Everyone mwenye anaenda kwa ballot box, hakuna option ingine. Yeye peke yake ndio the option.
Tanzania's story is a mirror for Africa. The people are awake, the system is shaking, and the truth can no longer be silenced. But here's the real question. Do you believe Africa is truly free if voices can still be silenced with a switch, one internet blackout at a time? Or are we witnessing the rise of a new African generation that refuses to be controlled? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let the world hear what you think. Hit like if you stand with truth and justice. Subscribe to Afriscope TV so you never miss a story the mainstream won't show you. Share this video with someone who still believes Africa's future belongs to its people, not its rulers. This is Afriscope TV, where Africa speaks for itself. Disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Afriscope TV does not promote hate, violence, or misinformation. All content is based on publicly available data and expert commentary. Viewers are encouraged to think critically and verify independently.